Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of CarX Drift Racing 2 with BrogAutohaus. I want to start today's video off with some information about the clubs. I finally pulled the trigger and spent 50 gold to create my own club. I have it as a closed club so that my followers and subscribers can apply, and then I can go in and accept them into the club, and then we can do some online racing and that kind of stuff together, which I thought would be kind of fun. I've tried to join these clubs in the past, and they're always so full and they don't accept applications. So I thought this would be a good way to connect with you guys and get out on the track a little bit. So I'm really interested to try this. If you guys can submit some applications, you can see my name there is BrogAutohaus, and then BHAH is the tag. So try that and then comment on the video down below so that I can verify the people that are applying to the club. And then I'll accept you guys, and we'll move on from there. So I'm excited to try that out with you guys, and if it ends up growing, I can use some more gold in order to add more spots to the club to add some more people. So for now, we'll jump into the tune on the Hachi-Roku. I have the missile body kit on this one, and as you can see, there's quite a few different body kits you can put on this car. I do like the look of quite a few of them. I just ended up with the missile initially, and I'm fine with it. So as you can see, I did get the engine upgrade to the 2-liter i4 turbo, which I believe is a mock of the SR20 DET in real life if you're looking for that same motor. So we're going to jump into the tune that I made for this particular motor in the Hachi-Roku, because with the original motor that this vehicle came with, I did struggle with some drifting and it just felt very underpowered. So now it feels a lot better. You can see I'm going to go through and adjust here my toe a little bit. The camber looks good, caster looks good. Ackerman, I'm going to try to lower down the caster a little bit, see if that helps hold the front end a little better. It was getting pretty wishy-washy and kind of felt like it was skating around as much more than it was actually gripping and going where I wanted it to. So you can see I'm adjusting the tightening there. The camber I'm moving out to a -2 instead of -4. That's to add some more grip to the rear tires, because -4 is pretty aggressive for rear camber. -2 puts it closer, more contact patch on the ground. So that's why I did that. The sway bar, everything, making sure the front and rear match up pretty well there. Front and rear wheels are the same, 30% profile, 200 kPa wheel pressure, 285 17s. So that's nothing new there. I usually run square setups on almost all my vehicles. You can see the engine tuning setup here. Everything's maxed out. It's got a good power curve and no fall off on the top, which is the only case in which I would lower the RPM rev limiter. On my differentials, I always go between 0.6 and 0.75 or so on the overall gearing. Lower the gear shift delay to the max. Okay, now we're gonna get out and test it to see what we think, and then I can make some adjustments based on how it's performing initially. And this is how I do a lot of the tunes for all my vehicles. I get out here, I test, and then you can pause, go back to the settings, and make adjustments. You can see here it swung really wide, and then swung wide again, hit the wall. I was like, oh crap, I need to put some more rear grip in this thing, but I wanted to test it a little further, a little swing and reverse, and it still didn't grip enough to keep me on track. So I jumped out, I went over to my rear suspension, and I wanted to make some adjustments to add some more grip. So I brought that camber down to -1, which is what I run standard on a lot of my vehicles, somewhere between that 0.7 to -0.7 to -1 camber back there. Still swung pretty wide when I came back in and tested that out, but I wanted to give it the benefit of the doubt and try it. Sometimes it is just driver error or where you are on the track and gaining too much speed, but I was still struggling with it a little bit, so I came back, added back some more caster because the front end was holding a little too tight for me, and I didn't want that to affect how it was drifting so much, so I upped that back up to 15. Added a little bit of roll bar in the rear, and then I thought about it, and I initially was going to put spring stiffness up, and then I thought, okay, well, I can lower it down so that the car squats a little more and grabs that grip. So I ended up also not changing anything else on the tune there, but putting the semi-slick tires on this, and I ran the event that is currently running just to show you guys a proper track that I'm running with the car. And it actually performed very well. I liked it with the semi-slick tires. It was really gripped up. It handled the corners really well, and overall I was really happy with it. Now I'm still going to be fine-tuning this tune as I move forward, so if you do take the tuning specs that I have currently, they will work obviously, but I'm hoping to get them a little more refined. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope to see your applications in the club situation, and comment below to let me know your name in the game so I can accept you to the new club. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching.